Welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're with Sambo, Seraphis Heals a Lot, and joining us as always is the wonderfully purple, fuzzy-kneed Regina Lacerda. How are you this evening, Reggie?
I'm good. How are you, Sambo?
Good, thanks. You know, it's funny, I don't know why I keep picking up on your fuzzy knees, but whenever we meet up, I just, well, it's what I'm looking at. Whenever I'm talking, I just happen to be looking at your fuzzy knees. I'm honestly, and of course, by the way,
You've got a bit of a leg thing, do you?
Well, I think I am more of a leg guy than anything else. I must say that. But by the way, hello to all of you, our wonderful viewers. Nice of you to join us in this episode. Now, before we go any further, I understand that you've been chatting to one of our viewers in game here.
I have. I've been having a little chat with Maximus Forsyth.
Forsyth.
I've spoken to them a few times, and they made sure that I said hello to you. So, hello from Maximus.
Oh, hello back to you, Maximus. Certainly hope you're enjoying the series, and clearly you're enjoying the game. Now, what level is Maximus, by the way, and what class do you know?
I don't actually know. I believe he's got a few characters going at the moment. I know that when I was talking to them earlier today, they're in Eye of the North.
Oh, well, of course, if you're in Eye of the North, that means that you've got a high-level character. You're probably level 20 or above, but big shout-out to you, and thanks for your ongoing support, of course, as always. Now, speaking of Eye of the North, Reggie, actually, by the time this airs, it's probably going to be out of date, but I might as well mention it anyway. For those of you who are in Australia, I noticed that EB Games today has... Oh yeah, I think it's Eye of the North. Pretty sure it's just Eye of the North on special for about $8. Can you believe that? You've obviously bought Eye of the North. Yeah.
How much was yours? I bought it for it cost me 15, 20, something like that. I am so going to have to go there and get a second copy for
yes, for another guild member.
Player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have it for, I think it's $19.95, and they've got currently, I think it's 60% discount on it, which by my maths, 12, so yeah, I think that's $8, which is damn good. And
wow, that's excellent.
Yeah, that's so good. I mean, it's good value for money at $20 anyway, if you ask me, because there's a whole heap of content in there. And of course, and that brings up another thing, another question that we keep getting asked all the time, so let's put it to rest, which of course is, are you and Reggie going to cover Guild Wars 2 at all? Now, of course, Reggie, I'm sure I don't have to answer that question for you, do I?
Well, we haven't officially spoken about it, but
No.
I think we're both going to be on the same page, aren't we?
I think that's a good way of putting it, and that is, of course, that we're, basically try and keep us away from it, more like. Actually, I think, Reggie, you've mentioned that you are actually going to do the geek nerd thing and queue up for it, line up for the midnight launch. I'm pretty sure I remember you saying that.
You say geek nerd thing like it's a bad thing.
Oh no, gosh, I'm the biggest geek nerd there is as well. So I'm, wearing it with pride. Got my pocket protector right. Well, actually, I don't have a pocket protector because that's just taking it too far. But you know what?
Every time I see you, you're in t-shirts. T-shirts tend not to have a pocket.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? It just made me think. Now, of course, nobody really knows when Guild Wars 2 is coming out. They're throwing around some dates, but, it's speculation at this point. And knowing the development cycle of MMOs, it's probably going to slip anyhow. But you know what? I think what we should do whilst everybody's watching is we should make a pact that we should attend the midnight opening, the midnight launch of Guild Wars 2 together, and perhaps maybe even shoot some footage there while we're there. Goodness knows, not of us. People don't want to see us. But
I was about to say.
Yeah, but perhaps
no one needs that.
No, we'll have cracked lenses all over the place. But now I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for me, of course. But perhaps we might be able
cover there.
We might be able to interview some people at the midnight launch. I've been to a few of them, and of course, those of you who wade through my playlists might find some funny little videos in my miscellaneous section. I've been to the Nintendo launch of 3DS and a couple of other things. But I think we'll make a blood pact right now that we attend that together. And of course, the other thing we should do, because by the way, the reason I'm speaking...
the sound of that.
Oh, yeah, I think we should. But the reason I'm speaking about Guild Wars 2, not only because people keep asking us about it, but because I was reading the back of the pack of Eye of the North today. And of course, one of the things that it says on the back of the box is, that it's a perfect bridge between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. And of course, you've got now you're going to have to remind me here, or maybe you don't know either, the Hall of something. Is it the Hall of...
Wait a minute, I'm looking at the back of the box right now.
Oh.
It says, take it with you. Your achievements earn your descendants the right to unlock exclusive heroes, pets, weapons, and more in Guild Wars 2.
There you go, that's the one. Thank you so much. And trust you to have the box handy. And by the way, that's another great thing I love about Guild Wars is the boxes. I just adore the boxes. Don't ask me why. But the art books and the manuals that come with the game, if you haven't bought it off Steam, and if you're going to buy Guild Wars and you get an opportunity to buy it cheaply from a retail store, for goodness sake, do so, because the books that come with it, I don't know what you think, Reggie, but to me they're like a hark back to the old school days where you used to actually get full colour manuals in your games rather than, like a stupid black and white photocopy.
You used to be able to get you used to be able to get all sorts of, like, I'm looking at the map at the moment.
Right.
Just grab the map out of the box and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, here we go. We've got, Ascalon, which we're in at the moment, and then it has all the Eye of the North stuff up the top, and
yeah,
it's the same as what you'd see if you hit M on the keyboard, but it's
on paper.
Yes, I can hold it in my hands. I can, sort of, put it down next to me and have a look at it. And
you sound like you're a lot like me. I mean, I'm really tactile. I love those sort of things, and I actually prefer to buy a game and get the box than I do off Steam. But of course, Steam makes it very difficult to do that because they have these blimmin' sales all the time, which make things really cheap. And of course, Guild Wars was one of the recent sale items as well, and I know a lot of our viewers picked it up from that. But look, so Guild Wars 2, I think the answer from Reggie and myself, if I can speak on her behalf, for you guys out there is yes, of course we'll be covering off Guild Wars 2 when it comes out. And a lot of people also have said to us, well, hang on, you're not talking much about it in the lead up to it. Well, to be honest, that's because, there's not that much to talk about. I mean, there's obviously the Guild Wars 2 official site, and there's videos there of the classes and the interaction between the classes and stuff, but there's not much we can actually show you in game aside from perhaps, Reggie, one episode we'll hop on our higher level characters and head off to Eye of the North and maybe go into the hall. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's the trophy hall, where you collect all your trophies and stuff that you'll be able to take through to Guild Wars 2. Oh, thank you, Reggie, to the rescue. Once again, Hall of Monuments, that's what I'm speaking of. So, I know you've got a level 20 character and clearly, more than one, and clearly you've got Eye of the North. So perhaps we can both head along there in one episode and put that to bed and show everyone what we're talking about.
Sure, that sounds like a plan.
Yep, sounds good to me. Now, speaking of viewers and speaking of plans, there's another thing. Gosh, our viewers are demanding, Reggie. I don't know if we can hold up to the pressure, but one thing that they're asking us to do is right here. Now, those of you who play the game might recognise the entranceway here, and as Reggie said, the two faces either side of the gate there, looking rather spectacular. If we hit the map here, you can see, there we go, glowing right in the middle of my map is Fort Ranik. And of course, Reggie, you know just as well as I do that people are saying, hey, you guys keep talking about doing Fort Ranik and we keep getting distracted and we keep running off and getting beaten up by Charr and forgetting to keep our escorts alive and all the rest of it. And not only are we forgetting to do Fort Ranik, but we're always forgetting to take henchmen with us as well. And by the way, folks, one point in Reggie's favour, before we started filming tonight, she said to me, Sambo, let's not forget to pick up henchmen this time, shall we? So, yes, well done, Reggie. But anyway, look, I don't know about you,
yes.
but...
Well, I've just actually watched an episode where I've gone, yeah, we could get henchmen, but we'd have to split all the gold and stuff, and then we end up getting killed majorly and numerously, and I'm like, that probably wasn't the best thing to do.
That's not how we saw it going in our heads, right? So we
No, we're tough, we're strong.
Yeah, right. Well, you are, but I'm certainly not. Although I do look very pretty in my blue. Anyhow, I say, if you're up for it, that we head into Fort Ranik and we do the mission. We pick up some henchmen, and of course, we don't know how long Fort Ranik's going to take. So it might be longer than our normal allotted half an hour. Just a heads up, if it does take longer, what we'll do is we'll split the episode in two rather than do one big long one, and we'll make it count for a couple. All right, Reggie. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm probably as ready as I'm ever going to be, which is, of course, not very. So yeah, let's do this thing. I was also trying to remember Fort Ranik. I I honestly can't remember much about it, to be honest. It's been so long
No,
since
I
I've done it.
can't remember it either. And the
gosh.
funny thing is, I actually had the thought today, maybe I should, run the mission with one of my characters that's already done it to familiarise myself with it, but I have other things to do.
Yep,
I
same
had
here.
to
Very
go have
busy.
a nap and things like that.
Yeah. Well, Lord only knows. I mean, in a way, it's probably going to be more fun to film it live, so to speak. I just want to salvage something
True.
before you head off there, by the way. What do we got here? Salvage items. Because, of course, my bags are pretty full, as always. There we go. Mossy rock. I don't think I need that mossy rock. I'm going to ditch it. I think that was a quest item. Alright, it's made a bit of room. And, of course, I've got my white and red dye because somebody, I think it was CB Cronin, was it, wants me to make some pink clothes.
CB Cronin wants your next outfit to be dyed pink.
Ah! Good Lord.
It was my idea.
Yeah, of course it was. Thanks a lot. Of course, there's nothing I can do about that either because I can't very well turn down the dye and I can't go ahead and just not do it now after such a generous donation. So, got me between a rock and a hard place on that one, I'm afraid. Now, isn't there a... Oh, yes, there they are. Zunlai chest. I'm so sorry. I just need to run up to the chest. We were just up there too. Silly me. I just got to empty some stuff. But would you like to... Oh, look, she's already done it. She's got ourselves a mage and a fighter. Gosh, there's no stopping you, is there? Good Lord. All prepared.
No, I'm on the ball tonight.
You
for
are
once.
on the ball. And of course, that makes for one of us. I'm never on the ball. Okay, here we go. Getting my tan
Usually it's
lights.
neither of us.
Alright, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be, even though I'm not beside you. I'm coming to you, but set us off. Go on, do it. Let's do this thing.
Well, that's alright. You don't have to be beside me for me to click the enter mission button. So
Of course, there we go. Starting mission in 10 seconds.
we get our countdown.
Yep, doesn't matter where we are, as long as we're in the same outpost. Here we go, folks, into Fort Ranik, the mission. We have no clue what to expect, so we'll be running this blind with you. I'm sure it'll all start flooding back to us once we're in here, but anyway, in the meantime, here we go. And here we are with our henchman, our fighter, who of course will be our tank, and our mage, the DPS. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Push back the invading Charr army. Alright, this will be interesting. And as always, of course, incredible looking scenery. Look at the sky, will you, Reggie? It just blows me away every time. Blood red sky.
It's gorgeous, and
Isn't it?
and I love the ruins. I love looking at ruins.
Yeah, no, same here. Same here. It's like going to
sounds
Europe or
strange.
something, seeing all the old historical buildings.
Yeah,
Oh, good Lord. There's Charr
Definitely.
everywhere. Okay, so this isn't going to be super easy walk in the park, is it? In fact, you're already
no.
dotted up.
Good thing we've got henchmen's with us.
Yep, and good thing you've got an amazing healer with you. Oh, hang on, no you haven't.
Yeah, it took you a while.
Oops.
I had that hex on me for a good time.
Yeah, I know. You know what the problem is, though, is that the anti-hex thing, the purge conditions that I have, which is the skill I use to clear
it's got
them.
a massive cooldown, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it has. It's really long. Well, I mean, when you hear it in isolation, it's not that bad. It's 20 seconds, but you know what it's like. 20 seconds when you're actually fighting is a long, long time. Still.
It is, especially when you're fighting and dying.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to see if I can heal these people that are helping us. Oh, it looks like I can, so that's all right.
Hex.
I'm coming. There we go. You know what? It didn't even remove all of them. Can you believe that?
No, they got me a good one.
Yeah, wow. Although, I must say, we're not doing too bad. Like these guys, what are they? Level 6. And of course, we're levels 9 and 10, so it's not too bad.
They're a bit spaced out, so
yeah,
it makes it easier when they're not all in a big massive
bunch.
group.
So we're doing a lot better than normal, I must say that. Right, now why are these guys following me? We've got about four or five soldiers here, and they seem hell-bent on following me. I don't know why. I have no clue where I'm going. Silly buggers.
Well, I'm just going to go through. Look at this pretty archway.
Yeah, oh god, you're turning into me. Look out.
What do you mean turning into?
You turn into a tourist. Tallahassee would be very upset.
I've always been a tourist. I'm sure Tallahassee would be upset with a lot of the ways that I played the game.
We certainly gets a lot.
Did I tell you I did actually play with Tallahassee in Guild Wars a little while ago.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Now because he purchased Guild Wars. So how did that go, by the way?
He
did he have fun?
He kept on comparing it to World of Warcraft.
Oh, that's what I do. I keep doing
or
that.
Rift or something. Yeah, and he was like he couldn't get hang of the controls, but he did teach me something.
Oh, what's that?
Because he couldn't get a hang of the controls, and he's like, oh, I wish in World of Warcraft there was an easier way to walk. And I'm like, what do you mean an easier way to walk? You just hit R on the keyboard and it auto runs for you. But then he found if you hold down both mouse keys, both mouse buttons...
Yeah, you run?
You auto... Yeah.
Oh, did you not know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I guess...
And so in him whinging and trying things out, I actually learned something.
Well, there you go. And that's quite often the best way to do it, of course. He did do a lot of
whinging, though, before trying it out.
That's our
He's not here to defend himself.
No, but he's dead right. And, of course, that is a staple out of WoW. Holding down both mouse buttons, and that is something that if you haven't played WoW before, then you're right, you probably wouldn't have picked up. And you're right, look at that, we've got a quest over here. Good spotting.
Yeah.
Well done.
This could be the bonus.
Oh, the bonus. And now, of course, good point, Reggie. For those of you who haven't seen us run a mission before, or who indeed haven't played Guild Wars and run a mission before, there's generally speaking always a bonus mission. And that nets you a lot of extra things, like extra XP and extra rewards. But if I have a look at our map here, you'll see if we look at the Great Northern Wall, you can see that we've got one sword through the shield. Now, that means that we've completed the mission itself up there. But if you had two swords through it, that means we've completed the mission and the bonus objective as well. So, Reggie, I think it's safe to say that most people always try and get the bonus mission. What is this? My wife lives just outside of Ascalon City. Her name is Melka. Please, if you could find her, tell her that I love her, and it would mean a lot to me. All right, can we give her the message? Yes, we can. And there we go, quest added. Although, Reggie, it didn't actually come up saying bonus mission. Do you think...
No, and it's come up now in our Ascalon quest log rather than in the mission log.
There it is. Deliver a message for my wife. And in fact, look, wow, look where it is. It's way over in Old Ascalon. So you're right. That's actually outside of the instance. Oh.
Hey, coming back down here, we've got
a boss. Look at that. We've got a boss. Now, here's another thing.
It's a red aura.
Yep. Now, do you remember what our wonderful viewers have said about the auras? Because, of course, we're always asking ourselves what on earth they mean.
We are there to do with their current, rather with the mob's profession.
Profession, yes, their abilities. That's right. So I think the colour of the aura determines what it was. Now, I can't remember, though, because there's so many of them. One of the wonderful viewers actually took the time to spell them all out, which is very nice. Thank you, whoever that was. And described all the colours. Like, for example, red is a warrior, yellow is a hunter. Now, by the way, don't take my word for that. I'm just rattling off random colours. You don't happen to remember any, do you?
I don't. I think yellow was the warrior.
Ah, okay, right.
I'm not sure.
But so there you go, folks. That finally answered our question there as to what the different colours were. And of course, gosh, we were going through all sorts of crazy ideas, like, I don't know, maybe it's just a pretty random colour. I don't know, but of course, it makes sense that it's actually basically allowing you to decide, or determine rather, what profession they are. Because of course, the profession of the mob that you're attacking in this game drastically affects, or can drastically affect, how you go about actually taking them down, of course. Because you and I know all too well, Reggie, that if it's a healer, we've got to take them out first, and we probably want to be using silencing type effects and things like that. Alright, here we go. What's this? Oh! What did we get, Reggie? We got the bonus. Look at that bonus.
The bonus.
Rescue Dieter Saberlin from his Charr imprisonment. All right, well, of course, those of you who watched one of our previous episodes where we did the Great Northern Wall, a.k.a. where Reggie saved the day, one of our more popular episodes, you remember that we didn't quite do the bonus, but that's because, Reggie, we had to collect a whole bunch of different armour, which is quite a tough thing. But you've I think, still got that armour with you, haven't you? Unless you've thrown it out.
I do. Well, it's in my storage chest at the moment.
Oh, okay. So it's, of course, really handy that you've got those. But this one seems a lot more reasonable in that it's basically just having to find, obviously, this one person who's been taken captive. Sure beats having to sort of hunt around the place and try and find 3 different things in 3 different locations. So, you know what? We may be in with a chance. Maybe we'll actually be able to pull off doing the bonus mission, which would be nice. I'd like that.
It could be nice, yeah.
Because, of course, we get lots more XP for completing it, and we get, I think, a lot more gold reward as well. I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure we do.
More reward equals good things.
Aye, more shiny.
More shiny, more bling.
Yep. And another thing I've noticed too, that in this mission so far, the drop seems to be quite well spread between the 2 of us. And of course, you know, in previous episodes we've sort of had the situation where it's basically either been all your drops or all mine. And of course it is just luck of the random number generator gods. But in this one it seems to be actually spreading it out quite well, so that's nice. Gosh, you know, when you get up close to the Charr, and of course I very rarely get up close to the enemies in this game because I'm so squishy. But gee, their armour and the detail just looks fantastic, doesn't it? It's just incredible. And I think in one of the episodes we were in, might be last week or the week before, you were saying you were looking at the faces of the golems, I think it was. I can't remember now.
Yeah, and I actually sort of noticed that they were quite
detailed, weren't they?
Like, yeah, like a skeleton almost.
Yeah, amazing.
A skull, their face.
And of course, you know, that brings up the other topic of discussion that I like to talk about, which is that, you know, let's face it, this game is getting, you know, long in the tooth. I mean, can you honestly believe that it came out like in about 2006? I mean, you know, I don't know if you're like me, but 2006 seems like yesterday, but good Lord, that was like 5 or 6 years ago, 5 years ago. Actually, it may have come out in 2005. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a settlement. Look at that. But you know,
and for some reason
I mean, you know, for a game
the mobs are sort of getting further grouped together.
Yeah, well, they are, aren't they? It's I'd say it's
not as sporadic.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably that's by design, and gosh, that looks amazing. Because of course, as we go further in, it's probably going to start getting a little bit more rough. I'd imagine that the first few mobs are just like a bit of a warm-up exercise or something like that. Oh, and I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Oh, well, I've gone around the back to try and still draw them out one by one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to come and join you. And no, I'm not. I died. Couldn't even make it.
No, you're not.
Wow. Oh, and I think the...
You're alive again.
Yep, the henchman, I think, thankfully resurrected me there, thank goodness. Yeah, of course, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, even though it's long in the tooth, the graphics have just held up so well. And of course, recently, as you know, they did the upgrade with the texture resolution on other players, and that just looks fantastic as well. So, you know, never has a game really stood the test of time like Guild Wars. It's just amazing. And of course, still so much content.
I know that I have popped into World of Warcraft now that there's that free period.
Free to play, yep.
Yep, rather than having to play the sub. And I must say, I don't find the graphics nearly as enticing to keep me in the game the way that these are.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, look, you're dead right. I mean, no game shows its age like WoW, that's for sure. And of course, you know, the reason that they have that is so that it's designed to run on pretty much anything. But it is a stylistic choice, and of course everybody has their own cups of tea, so to speak, when it comes to what they like to see in a game. And so, look, I don't mind WoW because of the stylized graphics, but you're dead right, in terms of, you know, technicals, Guild Wars looks so much better, doesn't it? And by the way, how the heck do we get across there?
I'm just thinking, how do we get down? There is stuff down there. I want stuff.
Yes, we got loot.
There are drops.
Good Lord.
Maybe, oh, I think I've seen how to get there.
Oh, yep, there we go. Round we go.
You have to go forward to go back.
Yes, such is life.
It's a bit Yoda-ish, doesn't it?
Forward to go back, you must. Yeah, something like that. Oh, and look at that. That
was fantastic.
That hammer, I can click on it, but it's just out of my reach. That's so horrible. It's like a tease. How do I get it?
We probably go round and get it.
Oh, that's horrible. It's a blue hammer as well. It's just teasing me. Slightly out of reach. That's horrible. Oh, dear.
We've got another boss mob over here.
Oh, I'm coming. You can see there, by the way, folks, that Reggie has called out the target with the little T symbol there. And, of course, that's because she has held down control while she's attacking it, signifying to the rest of the party that that's the main target that she wants us to attack. And, of course, being the party leader, that's exactly what she should do. If you are ever in the position where you find yourself as leader of a party, make sure you play your role in that you guide the party, because, of course, we're not all mind readers. Alright, some more Charr. Of course, you know what's going to happen. They are going to die up there, and they're going to leave behind some awesome loot, and we're not going to be able to get it. Knowing my luck.
Of course. Well, also, the disadvantage being that they're attacking us from a height.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we got
him, but I can't get up there. Oh, that's horrible.
Yes, you can. Come around this way. Oh, no. That's wrong.
No, it's blocked off there as well. Look at that.
Wait
Oh, help.
There's What? Where did they come from?
I have no idea. They were sort of, I think they ran from underneath the bridge. Not sure how they got hold of me, though. Gosh, made a beeline for me, as always.
Well, you're the healer.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
As we've
You're
always
the one
said.
who's going to be protected the party, so take them out.
Yep, that's right. That's a wise strategy, and of course it makes sense for the mobs to be using that as well. Ouch! This guy's firing explosive shots at me. It's time for him to go down. Send Hello Kitty, and there we go. Let's took him out.
Yeah, Hello Kitty is so handy.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm just wondering, if we go back up here, can we get over that bridge to at least get the things there?
Ah, I see. Yeah, good thinking. Gosh, it's a real maze, isn't it? The landscape here, and of course, so although it's kind of frustrating in a way that you can't just leap up and grab the stuff, it's also kind of cool because it adds another sort of puzzle element to the game in terms of, well, hang on a minute, how do we actually climb up there and get that stuff? So of course it adds to the exploration.
Oh yeah, we'd have to get up to this bit as well.
Yeah, do you know what? I've got memories kind of flooding back. I've got a funny feeling that you either have to go right to the end of this road here, or that we do end up doubling back on it later on in the instance. In fact, yeah we do. Look at that.
Let's try and figure it out.
Yeah, look at our ant trail where we, up north there where we stopped. You can see that it's actually starting to curve around. I think that's going to actually curve right around and come back across where we are. So we should probably just follow the trail, I guess. Alright, so unfortunately, as I look at our timer, can you believe it? We're already nearly at the end of our first block, and we're, goodness knows, only how far through the mission. But we've been half an hour already. Time flies so fast when we're playing this game. I love it so much. But you can see, folks, how easy it is for someone like Reggie to be logged in for 24 hours at a time. Cough, cough. Now, have you reached another dead end here? I think we have, haven't we? Yeah,
we have.
Alright, I'm going to follow the ant trail on our map, but I'm pretty sure that we probably need to go under the bridge. Yeah, we do. We do. I'm pretty sure it's going to double back around. Who knows?
I love the bridge with the faces on them. They're so cool.
I am being attacked from on high again. Of course, you did right what you said before about them having a tactical advantage. Look at this, they're just caning me. Ah!
They are. Heal yourself, heal yourself.
I'm healing, doing nothing but.
Good. We need you.
Aye. Alright, they seem to have been distracted by something else. Hopefully it's one of our henchies.
Yeah, well, they are definitely having their energy burnt down.
Alright, of course, they've gone over the cleft of the hill there, just getting themselves out of a line of sight, so I have to reposition. That's very smart of them. And I think it is our henchman, isn't it?
My arrows are still reaching them, so that's a good thing.
Yep, and there we go.
There we go.
Some more armour that we can't reach. That's so sad.
Of course.
Oh dear.
It's there to tempt us.
Yep. Alright, what do you say? One more fight before we wrap this episode up. Let's
Excellent.
take it to him. Ow! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Boy, they love me.
Are they hurting you, Snooky?
They are. They're throwing fire at me, and it hurts. Oh. Wow.
Well, Mage threw a bit of fire at them as well, so yeah, I suppose it's only fair.
Yeah, tit for tat, so to speak. Alright, so there we go. Looking at our map, folks, you can see we've made our way all the way up here from Fort Ranik. Goodness knows how far north it's going to get, but gosh, we might even make it up to the wall, the Great Wall. Who knows? It's certainly a big
that
instance.
is part of it. It does actually say to it is retake the Great Northern Wall.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
the
And
name
of course,
of the quest, so
well, there you go. That makes sense. So I guess we're going to head all the way up there, and of course, that probably leads into the Great Northern Wall mission itself. So we're probably are we doing these kind of back the front? I can't remember now. I'm not sure. Anyway,
we have to do the Great Northern Wall that actually sent us to Fort Ranik.
Oh, you're right, because at the end of that mission, that's where we ended up.
They pushed us back from... We retreated to Fort Ranik, so now we're retaking the Great Northern Wall. It's just following the storyline.
There you go. Thank goodness someone's got their head together.
I'm paying attention, Sambo.
I know, you do pay attention. You're so good. And by the way, as we close out this episode, you know what? This has got to be a first. You've only been nasty to me a couple of times in this episode, and even then it's been mild. Are you feeling okay? Are you all there?
Now that you've pointed it out, I do feel a little bit feverish.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I'd say something has to be wrong in order for that not to happen. Anyway, folks, see what you think. Maybe Reggie's turned a leaf. Maybe she does feel sorry for me after all. Maybe you guys, won't gang up on me. Yeah, and hell will freeze over, I'd imagine. Anyhow, that's it for us, folks. We've gone way over time, as always. But here we are, halfway through the Fort Ranik mission. And, of course, we'll pick this straight up for the next episode as well. So stay tuned in a couple of days. Make sure you join us in the next one as we complete the mission. And, of course, as always, thank you, Reggie, for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule. And, by the way, I know this will be very late by the time it's aired, but at the time of this filming, you just had your sale on your Ellie's Folly Facebook store, and I hear that went really well, so congratulations for that, by the way.
Thank you.
Yay. Well done.
Yeah, no, it did go well.
Awesome. And of course, don't forget, folks, that Reggie does make hair clips, actually much like the ones you've got in your hair on your character here, I'd imagine. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw on your store some actual flower clips that you'd made, actually, that look very similar to that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I did have some fat flower clips made.
There you go. So if you want to look like Reggie in game, go along to Ellie's Folly on her Facebook store, and you can actually buy some. There you go. So of course, thank you very much, folks, for joining us in this episode. Certainly hope you join us in the next one. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and the lovely Regina Lacerda, it's us saying take care, have a great day. We'll see you later, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.